What's up, friends? It's your girl, Emily Curl, back here at our iHeartRadio studios in New York City, and we have something so special for you today. We are joined by the one and only Kristin Davis. Can we show some love for Kristin in our studio?
Oh, my God. Thanks, everybody.
The whole crew is here. We are so excited to chat with you, and especially because a part of the iHeart family, we love your podcast, Are You with Charlotte?
Oh, thanks, Emily.
So happy to be chatting with you. You are in the full swing of season 2. How are you feeling about this season?
I feel great. I mean, it's weird that we call it season 2. Like I'm still adjusting to podcast world, right? But I guess technically it's season 2 because I'm rewatching season 2 of Sex and the City, and I love it. I love it. It's really fun. I don't remember sometimes the episodes, so it's like really watching it for the first time, and then it's fun to get to have the whole variety of guests that I have. Sometimes I have directors from the past, and I have co-stars from now talking about the past, or we have co-stars from the shows. That part's really fun.
I'm so curious for you. Have you discovered anything new about yourself as a storyteller through doing this podcast?
So many things. Number one, sometimes it's hard not to interrupt people.
I feel that. Listen, I get that. I know.
Do you get it?
Yes.
I mean, because podcasting is strange because people might be watching it on YouTube, but maybe they're not.
Yeah.
So you have to be able to think audio versus video and both, right? Which is an adjustment that I'm not used to. And I think in general, in conversation, I go like, a lot. But sometimes listeners don't like that. I've learned. So I'm really trying to be very intentional about what I say, but also have so many fun guests that we just get into the flow.
Yes, and it must be so fun for you to get to, like you said, to relive these moments. And it's interesting because actors don't often get a chance to play characters for as long as you played Charlotte. How have you two kind of grown up together? And do you view the Charlotte differently now, even going back through and you're kind of reimagining these episodes and revisiting them?
I don't view Charlotte differently at all because I have been playing her, myself for all these many, many years, right? So even though I might not remember every moment, like when I look back, I'll think like, I don't even remember that whole scene, or I don't even know what I'm going to do. Like sometimes I'll see myself with a guy and I'm like, am I going to kiss that guy? And then I do. I'm like, I don't even remember that guy. I feel terrible. But the core of Charlotte is very much known to me. Obviously, we have been, doing it just like that until recently, and it hasn't changed. I think for me, one thing I think about just when I'm watching is my growth as an actor, and then kind of finding comfort in the world of Sex and the City, which was very foreign to me, like the shoes, the clothes, the props, the, walking and talking down the street in the middle of the night. Like so many different things were kind of challenging for all of us, I think, but especially for me. And just seeing my growth and being able to have some objectivity about it.
Oh, wow.
Because I didn't used to be able, I was always just very, very hard on myself back then.
Rewatching it, what do you think struck you the most about those first episodes, like you were saying, and then watching and progressing? Is there something in particular that really...
Well, if anyone is listening to this who listens to my podcast, they will know the long answer to this story. But in the beginning, it was unclear if Charlotte was going to be a series regular, which I knew, but I didn't tell anybody. So my co-stars, my friends, didn't even know. And when I'm watching myself, I just see that anxiety inside me and trying to fit in and or be present, even though Charlotte was kind of underwritten in the beginning, trying to make her whole as the writing kind of caught up with where she was going, which it did. Thankfully it all worked out, as we all know. But that was very, very interesting to look back on and get some kind of insight into my own growth as a person through this process.
Fans are also so invested in the show and rewatching it, rediscovering, sort of reimagining different fan theories, different fan outcomes. Is there anything that stuck out to you, a fan theory that really made you pause and think, or really struck you?
There was a time, and I feel like it was during COVID, when this whole idea that Carrie is a horrible friend and a narcissist really took off. And I was like, what? Like, it just seemed really strange to me. Now, mind you, I am also friends with Sarah Jessica, so I'm not objective at all, but I just didn't even really know what they were talking about, right? So sometimes I would go down that hole to try to see what they were talking about. But now that I'm rewatching, I have even more insight. And I do think that a big part of it is because we have her voiceover. So we are literally inside her head as an audience member. Of course, your internal monologue is going to be narcissistic. It's your internal monologue. So we're seeing everything through Carrie's viewpoint. And I think that's a lot of it. I mean, also, she's a flawed character, which is why she's a beautiful character and why the show has been able to have this life, right?
Yeah.
If she had everything worked out in the beginning, it would have been one season.
And why people love it so much, it feels so real.
Yeah.
It feels like you're watching real experiences.
Exactly.
And then, yeah.
You are.
Yeah.
They're not ours. They're our writers, but you are watching real experiences.
Exactly. You guys have also had so many incredible cameos over the years, something the show has been known for. Kristin, if you were in the director's chair and you could bring in anyone else throughout the series that you think should have had a chance to be on the show, who would it be and why?
Well, it's not necessarily who should have had a chance, because I do think we tried to get this person. We wrote this episode, and I don't know who it was based on in life. I think it was a true story from someone's life, not mine. And we wanted George Clooney to do it. And he was busy. He's a friend of the show. He loves the show. He's always been very supportive. But he, I would have loved him to do it. And he could have done anything he wanted on the show, obviously. But that would have been my number one choice, because I remember the efforts to get him, and that we didn't. We got a great actor. It all turned out great. I don't even want to say which one it was, because I don't want to make that actor feel badly. But let's go, George.
I love that. I love that. And as your podcast continues, what do you hope that your audience, that your fans take away from Are You Charlotte?
Well, what I really wanted to be able to do was to relook at the themes and see what holds up now, what's changed, what's still relevant. And I am shocked at how much is still relevant. Shocked. So that's been wonderful and very fascinating. And then I think I also wanted to be able to bring together all of the people who made the show and bring our stories into it, where we were before we got the show, what we were doing, what it was like, our directors, our actors, our costumers, all the different people, to try to kind of braid together a picture of the people who made the show, so that there could be more insight from our fans into how we made it and what we were thinking and what it was like, and kind of sharing that extra added element with them, which is really, really satisfying.
I loved the episode of Sarah Jessica Parker, and you guys talking about those first few moments on set, or just the worlds that you came from beforehand. So he really offers
I have a
such
plan for her second. I have a whole plan.
What can you tell us?
Well, just don't tell her, okay, you guys. Her memory is very tied to visuals and her outfits. So I'm going to get together flashcards of her outfits. I'm not even going to tell her anything about the episode. I'm just going to show her an outfit and say, what do you remember? Because sometimes she's like, well, I don't remember anything. And I totally believe her, because all we did was work all night long. Like, we were sleep deprived. We don't hardly remember anything. I mean, I remember a lot of weird things, but she remembers if you show her the outfit.
Well, it's funny, even when you were telling stories, she was like, wait, what was I wearing?
Exactly.
What was this?
Exactly.
Okay, I cannot wait for that. We can't
I'm
wait
going to
for
have a big stack of outfits, okay?
Listen, we are here for that. Kristin, thank you so much for your
Thank
time. We appreciate it.
you.
We love the podcast. Give
Thank
it up
you
one
so
more time
much.
for Kristin Davis in our
Oh,
studio.
yeah. Thank you, guys.
And make sure that you listen to Are You a Charlotte podcast on iHeartRadio or wherever you get your podcasts. And we'll see you next time. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Thanks so much for watching. Did you like that video? You can check out more over here, and don't forget to subscribe to iHeart right here. And if you're already a longtime fan, make sure you ring the bell down below so you don't miss a single video. See you next time.